Today is part one of a 2-day end of season spectacular, which, fingers crossed, will result in us getting promotion to League 2. If it does, we're going to have a live stream transfer window on Thursday morning. If it doesn't, we're going to have the playoffs this weekend. I don't know what I'd prefer. Hello and welcome to part 52 of Backing the Boro. I'm Kev, and coming up on today's episode, we have what at one point looked like it was going to be an end of season top of the table title decider clash against Hartlepool, but they're actually down to 4th place now and 5 points behind us. And we're also playing Dagenham and Redbridge, who are also 5 points behind us in 5th place. So there's still two massive games since you were last with us. We've managed to, after a iffy run of form, win 2 back-to-back games, which apparently is enough to get us back to the top of the league. Everybody's sort of stumbling and falling over themselves. Everyone is afraid of promotion. We've got 3 players joint on 34 goals for the season, which is nuts. All we know is if we win all of our remaining games, we win the league, we get promoted. But we have a tough run in. After Dagenham, we've got Hereford, and then we've got Boston. Hereford are 9th, still in with an outside chance of playoffs because they've got a game in hand. Boston, we should win, but it might be all over by then. I'm a little bit afraid. Right, the first of the 2 games. This is the team that we're putting out there. We've got Can in goal, a back 4 of Anderson, Stone, Redhead and Williams, with Sir Tom Elliott, Taylor and Hurd in midfield, and then Ball in behind Scott and Fuster. And that is one of the biggest decisions I've ever made. Fuster plays, Mason is on the bench, and it's purely based on recent form. If we look at that form of Fuster compared to this form of Mason, I mean, there's so little in it. There is so little in it. Mason scored in his last game. I want to play them all. Can we play 12 players? Right, here we go then. Full disclosure, this is the second time I'm playing this game. If you saw a weird cut that just happened there. We got all the way to the 85th minute. I'm smiling because it makes me happy, even though it seems like such a con. I'm going to insert the footage here so you can see the game crashing. Oh, a goal here is disgusting. Tranmere must have gone ahead again because they're back up at the top of the league. And how have we let this happen? We have just literally let them cut us wide open. And now what was looking like a 3/4 point gap in our favour at the top of the league with 3 games to go, we're now going to be 2 points behind Tranmere with 3 games to go. And we have to play the team currently in 4th place. We've just lost to the team currently in 4th place. Oh, this is starting to... I feel sick. I actually feel a little bit sick. Is the game going to crash? The game's crashed! None of it counts! And we're back. But yeah, we got through to the 85th minute. We just conceded the goal that took us off the top of the league. And then the game just crashed. I was quite excited about it crashing as well because goodness me, did we need it. Right, yeah, platform, etc, etc. We go again, and hopefully this time we don't lose. Obviously, you haven't seen very much of us losing last time, and I'll try not to reference it again. Right, Kev, play this as if it's the first time you're playing it. I realise that's going to be complicated for your tiny mind, but grit your teeth and get through it. So, are we winning yet? We're not. Morecambe. They're not Morecambe, they're Hartlepool. Morecambe and the team playing Tranmere. I said Morecambe quite a lot when I did it before, which never happened. Tranmere have just gone 1-0 up, which has put us down to 2nd place. Hopefully, I mean, we need to find our way back into the game. It feels so weird. How do people cheat at Football Manager? Because it feels so weird. Not that I'm saying anybody does, of course, but it feels so weird having to commentate on a game that I know I've just played. Because I can't remember what I said before the cut. I probably should have restarted the entire episode and pretended it never happened. Note for the future, Kev, that would have been the better way to do it. But I'm committed now. I'm not playing it a 3rd time. I can't restart the video from here. So we're just going to have to get through it. And hopefully find a way to win the game. Because as it stands right now, we're 1 point behind Tranmere going into half-time. It's been a completely uneventful first half here. And how are Tranmere doing in their game? Tranmere are winning 1-0 away against Morecambe. Okay, right. Second half then. Fuster, your time on the pitch is numbered. because I've got Mason sat there. I mean, it's really harsh on Fuster because he's been in good form and he's not the worst player on the pitch. But I've got a 34-goal striker sat there on the bench who it just seems mad when we need a goal to not bring him on. So I think we're going to give it another 10 minutes. The 60-minute mark. No, he's just dropped down to 6.5. Mason comes on now. Mason is on. And hopefully he's got his scoring boots on. So Tom Elliott picks it up in midfield. Finds ball over to the top to Cedwyn Scott, who forces a save out of the Tranmere keeper. We have a corner, and we should have a corner with Mason on the pitch. But in actual fact, Tranmere get a corner. There's no justice in the world. What was wrong? Why couldn't we see our corner? Why do we have to see their poxy corner? Does that mean they're going to score from theirs? Scott lumps it forward to Mason. That's basically attacking in our world. And ball straight at the keeper. We've certainly been a lot more lively in this second half. I can't credit it all to Mason coming on because it started just before he came on, but we are a little bit more alive to what's going on around us. And it's Ball, plays it forward to Hurd, back to Hurd again from Ball. And where is our right back? Why have we got nobody occupying that space of the pitch? Redhead has come across to cover. I genuinely don't know where. Who's the right back? Is it Williams at right back? I still can't remember the difference between Williams and Sawyer. We signed them at the same time. They can both play right back and centre back. I forget which is which. Right, Hurd plays it forward to Mason, who just kind of falls over at Redhead, nods it forward again, but straight to a Tranmere player. They play a ball over the top. It's not Tranmere. Tranmere are the team who are beating Morecambe. We're playing Hartlepool. You'd think I'd know who the teams involved in the process were, having done this already once. I didn't make this many mistakes the first time. Right, Taylor, what can he do? Nothing, because the highlight ends. Frustration setting in now, everybody. Tranmere are 3-0 up in their game. We need a goal. Right. Omar is sat there on the bench. Let's get him on. He can't really do attack in midfield, but goodness me, is he going to do it today? And I'm also going to bring on Ryan Moore at right back because it was Williams at right back. And I'm just sad that he wasn't there. He's upset me by not being where he was supposed to be at the right time. So we'll punish him by taking him off. Stone intercepts. And now it's Anderson with a ball over the top. Mason is there to chase, but for some reason stopped. Oh, if only he'd have just kept that run going. And the ball is cleared again. We actually have a right back this time, though. Look, there he is. There's your proof. But they decide to ignore him. They come straight through the middle, cut us apart. Oh, no. This is horrible. All of a sudden, after writing Hartlepool off before the match, they're now only 2 points behind us, and we're 2 points behind Tranmere. We've still got to play Dagenham, who are currently in 5th place. We've got to get back into this game. Even a draw, I could accept a draw at this point because at least it stops Hartlepool from breathing down our necks behind us. We can't finish third. Although, to be honest, if we're going to finish second, we might as well finish third. But they're in again. We've just been pathetic. That was just really poor. I don't think we're going to win the league. If we do, we're absolutely backdoor Keving it. Which I suppose is how we like to do these things. But, I mean, what is Ted Can doing there? Any chance the game could crash again? I'm all for doing this a third time. If we could get a crash now. Omar with the chance to score a free kick, just misses. I'm going to keep my hands up here so I can't be accused of forcing the game to crash somehow. But I am going to have my fingers crossed in the hopes that we do get another crash like we did. It was the 85th minute last time it just crashed. I mean, it will be quite upsetting if we only ever get to the 85th minute in this game. And Mason just missed. If we never get to move any further than this in Backing the Boro, that probably has its disadvantages. But right now, I would take it because we were top of the league 20 minutes ago. Now we're not. Oh, no. Come on. We've got to beat Dagenham. Dagenham are also now only 2 points behind us. So we could drop down to 4th place in this Dagenham match. At least we're at home. Let's maintain composure, everybody. We'll be fine. Just the one change for this game against Dagenham. Mason comes in for Fuster. Oh, I actually feel sick. Oh, this is horrible. Yes, there's desire. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Yes, we're going to attack. Right. Please. Who are Tranmere playing? Tranmere are if Dagenham go and score now, I'm just going to turn the computer off and go and sit in the house. Tranmere are away against Cheltenham. Cheltenham are in 10th place. Much easier game for them today. And it's Mason running through on goal. Oh, I thought he was going to score straight away. We got in the press conference pre-match, it told me that his average is now down to every 84 minutes he scores. Well, we've now seen him for 30 minutes, which means for him to maintain his average, he should score by the 9th minute of the second half. So if it's still 0-0 then, at least we know Livesey Mason's going to weigh in with a goal. So Tom Elliott plays it through to Mason. Now Scott, and Scott forces a save out of the Dagenham keeper. Hartlepool are really closing in on us. I guess they're ahead in their game. We'll have a look at the other games again in a second. Ball tries to find Hurd, but it was a poor pass, really. And we have another corner. And Scott tries to head it, but it ends up falling to Ball. Now it does find Hurd. And Sawyer is not the man we wanted in that position. Right, Tranmere are losing. Oh, my goodness me. Tranmere are losing. We have to capitalise on this. Hartlepool, I can't even see where they are. Get back on the pitch, Kev. Mason's got the ball and he's running at them. Crosses to Scott. Where are Hartlepool? Hartlepool are also losing. Oh my goodness, we've got to win this match. So Tom Elliott finds Ball to Scott. Back to Ball, and it whistles past the post again. We have had some chances already in this game. We must capitalise on our two big title rivals both being behind in their games. Scott plays it out to Anderson. Anderson into Sir Tom Elliott. Scott just doesn't do anything. Anderson lumps it forward again, and we're just kicking the ball back and forth into each other's halves. Mason beats his man, squares it for Scott, but Scott's not there. But Scott squares it back again, and it falls to Williams, who tries to cross in. It falls to Hurd, and we've gone 1-0 up, and that should put us top of the league. It's gone down as an own goal. If I was Hurd, I'd absolutely be claiming this. We'll look at it on the replay. Scott and Mason just decided to play it crossing to each other and not getting on the end of it. But Williams actually put a proper cross in the end. Ball nods it down to Hurd, and okay, fair enough. That's a pretty big deflection. We'll probably call that an own goal. I agree with you, game. Right, can we end the matches right now? Because as it stands right now, despite the heartbreak of the last game, we're back where we were at the start of the episode, except it's now just with 2 games to go. We find ourselves top of the league again, but we do need to keep an eye on what Tranmere are up to, because if even an equaliser in their game, I think puts them back to the top of the league. And obviously we also need to keep an eye on our own game, I suppose. Perhaps our game's quite important as well. But Tranmere, we're not playing Tranmere. Dagenham with the corner, and Taylor clears it, and it was heading towards Mason, but James Ball has picked up an injury. We don't have any attacking midfielders left, but we do have both Omar and Fuster. I'm going to play Omar there. I mean, really, I should drop Mason. No, we're going to play Omar as the attacking midfielder. I can hear the chorus coming from the comments now. Kev, play 3 strikers. It works really well this year. I hear you. I just don't want to mess with anything too much in such an important game. And Omar's got the skill to be able to do this. There he is, popping up deep now, has a shot from range, and it's just wide. As we go into half-time, it looks like we are going to go into half-time top of the league. We'll check in with the half-time scores from the other games. So, where are we? Tranmere still losing away against Cheltenham. Hartlepool now losing 2-0 at home against Boston. Hartlepool, I think, are done at this point. Despite giving themselves a little bit of an opportunity in the last game, they are done. And we just need to not mess up in the second half. We need to not mess up, and we need Tranmere to continue to mess up. It's always the story with these lower league, non-league title pushes. Every team's so inconsistent that you never quite know who's going to string that run of 2 or 3 wins together, which is often all you need. And if we can string 3 wins together here, I'm very confident we go up as champions. But we do need to secure the first of said 3 wins. Taylor out to Hurd. Hurd plays Mason in. Mason is due his goal, but finds Omar instead. And he's now hovering in the middle. There is Mason, and that was a chance and a half. And we have had so many chances in this game. Hartlepool now losing 3-0 at home to Boston. we've got to play Boston yet, and they look like they've decided they want to start winning football matches. They're down in the bottom half of the league, but are absolutely thumping the Hartlepool team that just beat us. So we do need to be a little bit aware of them. But Omar's in, and it whistles wide again. Look at all those chances that we've had. We're going to get punished for not taking them. I know how Football Manager works. I've played this game before. Tranmere have now equalised in their game, I think, but our goal difference is keeping us top of the league. But they're now up to being level on points with us again. Williams, out wide, plays Hurd in. We'd love a goal here. It's Omar and he's fouled. Sir Tom Elliott stepping up to take the penalty. Come on, Sir Tom, don't fail us now. You've been such a hero for so long. Sir Tom Elliott scores by the skin of his teeth. It's off the inside of the post. We'll have a look at the penalty from the other angle. I mean, look, this is confidence from Sir Tom. He knows what's what. Bang. What's going on with Tranmere? Tranmere are drawing now against Cheltenham, and it's substitution o'clock. Let's see what we've got. Cedrin Scott has not turned up. Fuster can come on and play alongside Mason. We're not going to make another change for now. I don't want to get into the situation where we're down to 10 men, so I think I might just leave that third substitution. I'm going back to the 90s. I might just leave that third substitution. Tranmere have gone ahead in their game. All that excitement, and Tranmere have gone ahead in their game. Where are they? Where's the score? How? 4-1 to Tranmere in their game. How? I mean, they were losing for so long and now they've thrashed them. Well, at least we've done our bit. We're still just 2 points behind them. It's going to keep things interesting going into tomorrow. We just got to win both of our games and hope Tranmere slip up, but they're just not slipping up. They've only lost 7 games all season. It's far fewer than any of the rest of us. Tranmere are going to ruin our season. Well, we'll find out where things go from here on tomorrow's episode. If you have enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much for watching.